Might get an instant kill. Oh my god!
Oh
Imagine! Imagine! Hey guys, Kuru here. Check out Instant Gaming for cheap game keys. Click the link in the description below. Hey guys, Kuru here. Today I'll present to you Need for Speed Heat, any percent on the hard difficulty with DLC. First race is fairly simple, but there is a tiny trick that I can pull off, which is called the Shaw boost. Basically, Shaw is gonna catch up to us, and if I block him, he will keep trying to, pass me. And if I block him just right, he's gonna ram us in the back and push us forward, which actually pushes the car over its top speed. It can actually save up to 3 seconds if I get it for the entire length, but it's really tough, and it very rarely happens that it can cover the entire distance. Oh, one important thing on all cars is live tuning. Basically, we increase the sensitivity so my car reacts faster. Downforce to low makes it faster, and brake to drift is slightly faster than tapping the gas.
Somebody in chat is asking, what's the best starting car when you're playing casually?
That would also be this car.
Very nice.
It is simply the fastest starter car. This is not a DLC car. DLC cars we're getting later on. So yeah, if you're looking for the fastest car in the beginning of the game, look no further than a classic Mustang. For the most part, you will be faster with the drifting mechanic. There are a few exceptions here and there, but especially in the speedrun, brake to drift is gonna get you the fast way around the track.
So do you want to drift in most situations, or is it like trying to
when
keep
it
your grip
went around corners, it's always basically drifting because you're not gonna have enough grip to get around the corner otherwise. And we're gonna have our first sequence break. So basically, this is a follow mission. We're supposed to follow Anna, but if you know where the destination is, you can outrange her. And independently if you are ahead of her or behind her, if you outrange her, the game will tell you where you need to go, and you can trigger the next part of the game. That was one of those things that I just tried out. I was curious, is the mission gonna fail if I outrun her, or does something else happen? So yeah, I just outran her, and then the game tells you where I need to go. In the beginning, like the first 40 minutes of the game is purely farming your level up and your reputation, increasing your heat level, and then mess with the cops, because now the real fun stuff happens. If you ever played this game, you know how tough the cops are in the beginning. And we have to get all the way up to heat level 5 in our stock starter car. We have a nose, but other than that, this car is pure stock. So I'll be messing with the cops now for quite some time. I think it's about 5 minutes or so. I think I'm gonna have to repair very, very soon. So it works really well, usually. The cops, when you drive close to the water, they tend to drive into the water. So you can see my health bar is super low right now, so I should get my first repair done. I'm probably not gonna have to use all 3 of them, but definitely right now, because there's gonna be an advanced strategy coming up where I drive into the water, and since the cops just blindly follow me, they will jump into the water with me as well, and they will brake. Usually the most efficient way is to have a mix of speed traps, dropping cops into the water, rinse and repeat until you hit level. So yeah, just now we had 2 more cops just drive straight into the water. Hello. Here's a fun trick. When you jump over that gap, they will straight up jump into the water, and the cars will brake every single time. Like, their cars start randomly flipping. They take the same jump you do, but their cars start flipping mid-air, or they just jump into the water. One of the 2 things. And also fun, when you take that particular jump that it just took, the chopper can follow you. The chopper will be hovering straight above your car, but he can't see you for some reason. That is really helpful, obviously, for speedrun, because it makes it really easy to escape. So the same thing here. Although there's a rhino literally hitting my car, he doesn't see me because I took that jump. There's something magic about this jump that makes it basically impossible to see me. But yeah, I can't stress enough how difficult it is to deal with level 5 cops in a starter car. But yeah, that's the only viable way to get quickly to level 11. Alright, now we are at a level high enough where we can access our first DLC car, which is a much better drifter. So say goodbye to the Mustang. It did what it needed to do. And very important is that you put drift parts on the car. So drift suspension, drift tires, and a drift differential. I really like the upgrading system in this game. because you actually see car stats and you don't have any weird speed cards anymore. So, and this is where the most grindy part of the run happens, but also this grind saves you half an hour. This is how we're gonna get all the way up to level 28. And once again, we need that level so we can finish the game. And that is by far the fastest way to do so. So in the gas station, when your car is in full health, you can just use the gas station to refill your nose. Always. Like, you always refill your nose. But if you're not damaged, you don't, waste one of your markers, basically. Oh, we got some good luck. This cop car does not spawn every time, but if it does, it's gonna help me build up my heat level much faster. Alright, here it is. This is our drifting spot. So yeah, now we have the cops chasing us. While we're in a chase, our heat level goes up. And our heat level also goes up every single time we gain reputation. And we gain reputation every time we complete this drift here. And we keep doing this until heat level 5, then we get the biggest multiplier. And we're gonna get 9,000 reputation from this. And there is not a single event in the game that will give you 9,000 reputation in 30 seconds. Actually, it takes less, I think. So you can time it if you want to. Oh yeah, for the night challenges. You see I did the drifting while being chased by cops. I got the 1-star drift zone. For a perfect world record run, you also want to take down 3 cops. What's funny about this drift spot, only condition 1 cops come in here. And if you take a public drifting spot, like in the middle of the city, and you're heat level 5, you're gonna have Corvettes chasing you, and choppers, and rhinos, everything. But in this spot, for some reason, if anything comes in here, it is a low-level cop, either level 1 or level 2, but none of the Corvettes.
So now you're
Yeah,
just
there
trying
you
to...
go, there you go. No!
How did he save that?
Alright. So you see that cop on the minimap. I'm gonna let that guy pass. Oh no, he's coming in here!
What?
You got kidding me, man. Let's see if I can hide from him. That was insane.
Oh my god.
I literally used the trailer to hide from him.
Oh my god, I can't believe that worked. Excuse me?
Perfect. Now I gotta be careful. If I hit anything, my car brakes and I have to do the entire drifting section again.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I'm in an inch of my life right. Alright, saved. Alright, we survived the hardest thing in the game. It's really hard to get this perfect, and it's even harder to not break your car while doing so. That was really the scary part of the run. The rest is easier because now we're gonna be going into our final car, which is this one, the Corvette. Unlocked at level 18, and this is gonna be our car for the rest of Korea. So what we did, we got our level up, and now we're just gonna get into our fastest car, upgrade it as much as we can, and rush through the Korea. So yeah, right now we need to meet up with Wayne. He's gonna teach us how to drift.
It's a little late.
So this is the tutorial where we basically have to do 5 drifts of any kind. But you need to stop it in order for the next one to count. And we don't have to be on the actual racetrack.
Oh no.
That was pretty funny to figure out, where I was like, oh, I don't need to be in the track, how convenient. And the cool thing is, after the event, you can set your car up for the swap back to your other car. You're gonna see what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna set my car right here. That's gonna be relevant because that position will allow me to be fast enough to grab another billboard, so another 2,500 cash. And yeah, if you don't take that run up, you're not making that jump. That is barely possible. And that is with a fully upgraded car. So you might have noticed that I used the 9-pound NOS upgrade rather than the 3x3. Usually, if you play with other people, 3x3 is going to be faster. But we're going to need that 9-pound NOS for a specific mission later on to escape the cops, guaranteed. So now we have to save Anna. You see that? I hit Shaw, and he didn't take any damage on the first hit.
Yeah, I saw that.
And again, doesn't take damage. Now he did. Now he did. It is very inconsistent. Like, sometimes the hitbox is just weird. You can get a feel for it, but sometimes it's still not gonna work the way you want it. And the tiny sequence break coming up. This game has a lot of, loading triggers. So you drive into that trigger, everything else doesn't really matter anymore. So what we can do here is just drive straight to the loading zone. Ignore suspicion. Easy. So this is probably one of the most unoptimized missions in the entire game, because there's going to be 3 voice lines that are going to be talking over each other all the time.
They're in the lead.
Basically, we're going to chat with someone, and then we're additionally going to hear the chopper and the news feed at the same time. So get ready for that. That's pretty hilarious. I really do recommend this game for its single player mode. Sadly, we never get a full-fledged multiplayer mode for this game, and they already killed the game's life cycle. No more updates. That hurt me a little. I was really looking forward to multiplayer, but the game's nearly a year old now, and yeah, we didn't get any updates regarding multiplayer. Remember when I said we need a 9-pound bottle to escape? It's here.
But yeah, Heat has been, Heat has been pretty much
Actually, that was
very well received. Oh no.
That was perfect though. Like usually I can crash into the wall and immediately enter, so it was like a little bit longer, but that was perfect. I had the double NOS bottle, so I had like the 9-pound NOS plus a refresher, so I had 2 9-pound NOS bottles activated. So 18 pounds of NOS burned in a very short amount of time. Accelerates you just enough to get rid of the cops immediately, because otherwise this chase takes minutes. Alright, so Anna does have the laptop. The cops know where she is, so we have to protect her. And this is another one of those missions where the hitbox is kind of weird. You can protect her, but just driving behind her. And no, you cannot push her. I tried multiple times, many different ways. She is driving on a rail. The only thing that gets her off that rail is another cop. One tactic that works really well is basically bouncing in between the cops, so they both take damage.
Just sort of pinballing back and forth.
Exactly, yeah. You just pinball between them left and right. So here's something funny, like I'm gonna abandon Anna now. Sorry Anna. Because once again, there is a trigger here. All we need to do is get to the trigger. We don't need Anna anymore.
So you just have to get close enough you can blitz it without her dying?
Exactly. If you get too far away from her, the mission fails, but this is like the perfect spot where you can get just enough ahead to trigger the ending. It's very funny. You can fail and succeed at the same time, which ends in a fail. Did you see that? Wow. I hit the cutscene, but it somehow failed. God damn it. We need level 30. Interesting. They must have updated the game a little bit to get less experience. I did actually grind for more XP to make sure that doesn't happen. So that is also like another thing where, look at that, that's 32,000. That would have required 4 additional drift rounds. Either way, that is the final mission. Those idiots cannot drive around these first corners. They are actually so bad. They block me nearly every single time.
So
Alright, here's something fun coming up. Corner skip. You know, I don't like corners. They're so slow in comparison to a straight. So what we're gonna do is gonna go straight into the water, missed the checkpoint. Basically when you do that, you spawn after the corner again with your speed intact.
What the heck?
What?
Yeah, that's corner skip.
And if you didn't miss the checkpoint, you
If it
would
didn't
have
miss
had...
the checkpoint, it would have kept a lot more speed.
Yeah. So the story here is that you're driving together on the way to get...
That actually is a bust.
Wow.
Oh, we got respawned.
Oh no.
So nice. We got respawned. I'll take it. We were unable to move our car for long enough for the auto respawn to kick in. Can I have a rant about not having a reset button in so many racing games? I'm actually mad about this because automated respawning systems are terrible. They respawn you when you don't want to, and they don't respawn you when you actually want to. Forza Horizon, this game, so many other games. I do not understand developers that refuse to give the player a button that allows them to do exactly what they want to do, but actually having it automated and always doing it in a way where it will annoy them. Yeah, clean driving, guys, is super important. That is the only thing that can allow you to get the world record at this point. It is really optimized. The world record right now is 141 something. Alright, very last part of the game, the final mission. And this, I was actually surprised with. The car that the bad cop is gonna flee with. I didn't know, and I was so happy about it.
Time is
When this M3, this legendary M3 from Most Wanted, is gonna break it. And this is also one of the most RNG heavy fights. I might get an instant kill. Oh my god!
Oh
Imagine that pillar not being there.
no! Oh no!
That was a kill.
That would have been a good hit too. You were at a good angle.
He was done. It's actually really hard to see exactly where he is, and very often he just doesn't take damage if you don't get a proper hit on the side. That is time. Seriously thought the last one was a kill. And that is Need for Speed Heat, hard difficulty, any percent, with DLC.
Do you have any shoutouts before we wrap things up?
Oh yeah, shoutouts to my entire community, of course. Shoutouts to GDQ for having Need for Speed. Amazing opportunity. Really happy to kick off the Need for Speed blog here. Big shouts to all of you guys. Amazing work you're doing. Very grateful for that as well. Of course, to all the viewers, thanks for enjoying that game with us.